attacked by him and his team. Ben Shapiro. I think
Yeah,
he's a great
pretty
worker.
bad.
And then all of a sudden they become more Trumpian than me. You know, people that were never there for the Russia hoax, and we were literally unpeeling every layer of the onion for 3 years and proven right. So many of those people, Johnny come latelys, you know, they jump on board as if they're super MAGA people. Like, where were you? Where were you during the first impeachment or the second impeachment? Hannity doesn't agree with everything that we say about election interference. I'm the one that has been saying we've got to change. You know, I was the one pointing out that constitutions, state constitutions, were not being adhered to. I was the one pointing out repeatedly that laws that govern elections in states were ignored. One law in particular, partisan observers watching the vote count. Democrats in 2020 used COVID as an excuse to prevent partisan observers from seeing anything. And meanwhile, they could have made, had they wanted to, recommendations for observers to see the vote count up close and personal. I'm not going to stop with my mantra that Republicans better change their attitude towards voting. And they better get on board. They better, you know, get rid of this towards voting by mail, voting early. They've got to fight hard in their states to get signature verification, voter ID, chain of custody controls, partisan observers being able to observe, update voter rolls, all these things. They've got to fight for these things. You know, would I prefer same-day voting, election day, a national holiday, partisan observers watching the vote all day, and the vote counting as soon as the polls close, paper ballots? Yeah, that's what I'd prefer, but it's not going to happen by 2024. So you've got to get into the game that the Democrats have taken on, which is they don't shake hands, they don't kiss babies, they don't hold town halls, press avails, they don't do rallies. They hide in their basement, they get hundreds of millions of dollars in negative ads, and then they're involved in whatever state law allows ballot harvesting. Can't start elections or election day down hundreds of thousands, if not millions of votes at the start of election, hoping that, all these people will come out that day. What if it's raining? What if it's snowy? What if you gotta play the ballot harvesting game as allowed by law in your individual state, and then fight to hopefully one day go back to paper ballots. No end in sight, no exit in sight. Pump prices keep riding higher. That's AAA's website, by the way, this morning. Doesn't bode well for future inflation also. National average price for unleaded gasoline up a whopping 40 cents a gallon from just a short time ago. And it's getting very expensive in states. One guy that did meet with McCarthy on the debt ceiling limit was Joe Manchin. He thinks it's insane the White House's, cavalier, we're not going to negotiate attitude. Home prices continue to decline around the country, which is not good for anybody, and it's hurting the country. Biden sending tanks now, upping his ante in Ukraine. To what end? To what end? By the way, the new chief of staff of Joe Biden, replacing Ron Klain. What's his name, Jeff? What is it, Zantz? I don't even know how to say it.
I'm pretty sure it's Zion.
Zients?
Yeah, like science.
COVID advisor with Anthony Fauci. Well, apparently, the new chief of staff met with Hunter Biden repeatedly. Oh, that's great news. That's really good news. How did Hunter Biden write an email ahead of landing the Burisma gig, which I just pointed out earlier today? What about the emails I brought up yesterday? Because it's very suspicious to me. All of it's very suspicious.